I just had to fire one of my most loyal and sweetest clients that I've ever had in my entire life because she was incredibly rude to one of my nail tech friends.
I fired a client earlier this year. Let's talk about it.
I got a bone to pick. Honestly, yeah, with my nail lady.
To get my nails done, and it was the most horrific nail day I think I've literally ever had.
I went to a nail salon and they told me that my nails were so damaged that I'm not allowed to get my nails done anymore.
First of all, look at the nails. They're cute. But I think my nail lady just broke up with me.
I cannot believe I did it, but I did it. I got denied from the nail salon.
Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about something that I have been seeing recently. So lately guys, I have been seeing videos about nail techs refusing to service their clients, and also I've been seeing videos from clients complaining about why their nail techs have refused to do their nails. And honestly, some of the reasons are valid, but others, I'm sorry, it's giving power trip. Because when did getting your nails turn into an interview process? Now guys, I understand that nail techs deal with a lot daily. I mean, late clients, cancellation, people that don't respect their time. But at the same time, some of these nail techs do the exact same thing. So in today's video, we're going to be hearing from the clients, and we're also going to be hearing from the nail techs as to why they've been denied service or refused to give service to their clients respectively. Now, without wasting too much time, let's get right into this video.
What's up, y'all? I go in for a regular fill-in like I typically do every 2 weeks. And I was denied service. I mean, everything seemed good at first, you know. She told me, you know, everything just seemed cool. But then after a while, I noticed like she was on the phone with the owner or whatever. And she said that the owner said that no one could do my nails. And the dude that was there last time, he was here. But that's just crazy. It's super crazy to me that nobody could do my nails. Nobody could do my nails. Like, but it's cool. I've been going for 2 years, y'all. Mind you, 2 years. Now all of a sudden, nobody can do my nails. Now that I'm doing reviews, it's crazy.
She's been coming to that nail salon for 2 years, and all of a sudden, they're no longer doing her nails. Okay, the good thing about this is she made a follow-up video because I'm so confused. So let's get right into that video.
Okay, y'all. So everybody keeps saying that I left that alive. When she said that the owner said, well, the guy that did my nails before, I posted previous reviews on this particular nail shop. If you go on my page, I've already posted reviews on this nail shop. But keep in mind, I've been going to this nail shop for over 2 years, but I only posted 2 reviews, which was recent reviews. On the last review, someone there, he cut me. The guy that usually do me, he wasn't there, so it was somebody else. This guy cut me, as you could see in the last video, and stuff was flying in my hair and stuff. I've never said anything, you know, negative about the nail shop. I've never said nothing wrong. I never said, you know, nothing about it. So when she said that, it was kind of confusing to me, and I was like, you know, do you know why? Like, do you know why? And she was like, no. She was like, no. And I kept asking her, and then I asked her, could you do my nails? And she was like, no, I'm scared. So I don't know, because I'm pretty sure they seen the reviews. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they seen the reviews. I'm saying I was just denied service. I don't know if I was denied service. I just couldn't never come back. I don't know if nobody there could do them, or I don't know, because there was multiple people in the shop, but somehow she just told me nobody could do my nails. You know what I'm saying? That was simple as that. It was that on it. And when she told me that, y'all, I left. I got in the car, I made that video. It was that way. I planned on getting my nails done. I planned on making a regular vlog, making a regular video. But, you know, so heavenly, it was that. So I put that in the video. You know, that was all that happened. But I am
Okay, I think I see why they refused to do her nails. From what happened, she's made reviews about this nail salon twice. And the last review, she showed them how the guy caught her and things were flying in her face. Obviously, the owner of this salon saw the review and said, you know what, it's best we don't even service you so you don't go out putting reviews that we don't like in public. That's just what I'm guessing. I think that's what it is, honestly, because she still came again to talk about them. So I don't know. I just feel like the salon owner was trying to play safe by not involving any of her staff we had.
I just had like the most baffling call with my nail salon. I called to make my 4-week appointment, and my usual lady picks up the phone, and I didn't realize that it's her. And I go, it's Margot, like, can I make my appointment? I'm like just literally taken back by this. Like, can I make an appointment for an acrylic fill with May or Tim? And she goes, Tim doesn't work here anymore, and I don't want to do your nails. And I go, and I was like, couldn't hear her. And I go, I go, okay, Tim doesn't work there anymore, but May doesn't work on Fridays? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. And she goes, no, this is May. I just don't want to do your nails. And I go, what? She goes, I don't want to do your nails. I said, is there a reason you don't want to do my nails? She goes, no, just because I don't want to do your nails. And I was like, okay, I'll go somewhere else then. She goes, okay, and hung up. I've been going there for 2 years. I'm like, what? I literally, I tip, I sit there, I'm quiet. I'm like, did they see my video of me shitting on the chicken breast nails? I'm like, what? I'm literally so confused. And I'm like, should I call back? Like, I don't know where else to go. I don't want to find somewhere new to go.
Now, there's definitely a reason. At this point, I want to listen to May's side of the story, but unfortunately, she didn't make any video about it. I don't know. Who do you guys think is at fault here? I just feel like I need to hear the nail tech side of the story first because it's looking a bit, fishy, because people will not naturally turn down money except there's a valid reason.
So I'm not gonna lie, around this time with this client, I never actually texted her and fired her, but I kind of pushed her away in a sense of like canceling or rescheduling her appointments, which at the time was kind of like me avoiding the confrontation because this was probably one of my first clients that I ever like quote unquote fired or pushed out of my bookings. And I definitely should have handled it better, but I learned from that experience and became more comfortable by sending them messages, telling them that they're fired or will no longer be able to schedule with me. But this client never really did anything crazy per se. She would just stress me the hell out, and I'm not gonna lie, that's grounds for me to push you out of my schedule because I don't want to be stressed out. This is something I enjoy, and I feel like I don't deserve to be stressed every time you have an appointment. Being a business owner, you make your own rules. You decide who can come get service by you and who can't. And if you're stressing me out, babes, you can't. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done rambling. I'm sorry. So this client originally started coming to me for toes only. She came her first time. She likes her toes super long. I'll see if I can find a picture. She also used to get her nails super duper long, kind of like ballerina style. Ballerina shape, I mean. Which I noticed, but she hadn't booked yet with me for nails, only for toes. So she came the first time, was absolutely obsessed with how her toes came back and booked for another appointment. She canceled, I believe same day or day prior for that appointment that she had booked. I charged her the same day cancellation fee, and then she had rescheduled for the following month. Now at this point, you should know my policies, and if you don't, they're listed on my website for y'all to see and for any clients to see. During this time, I was still texting asking for inspo pictures and what girls wanted prior to their appointment. I kind of stopped doing that now because I like to record consultations and get the real raw conversation of us figuring out what we're going to do. That way I can post content out of it. So I texted her the morning of her appointment and she responded and told me that she wanted French. And then proceeded to tell me that she had went and got her nails filled by a chop shop at that. And that was still on her toenails. Now, girl, why are you coming to me with work done by somebody else when you know I don't do that? And on top of that, you got white fields. So now I have to take down all of the white because you want to go French and I need a nude base for that. I didn't accommodate this time and you didn't book any extras with your service. So now I'm going to have to rush and be stressed when you come to your appointment. Mind you, this is the second time I'm seeing her. But I wanted to keep her as a client because she was a really poppin' lash tech in the city. And I wanted her to come do her nails with me because she got them long and beautiful and I wanted her as a client. So I sucked it up. She came. I rushed. I drilled everything down. It was awful, by the way, what the chop shop did. And then I gave her her French toast set and she left. She's one of those clients that she'll be difficult, but she's always like, if it's extra, da-da-da-da, I'll pay. Like, she'll always pay if there's extra fees or whatever. She doesn't care. So she started to become a regular and eventually started booking for her nails as well. But y'all, after that first hiccup with her appointment and her going somewhere else for her toe refill, she became increasingly more difficult with every appointment. She would be very nitpicky, which is fine to a certain extent, but at the same time, you have to trust the process and let me do what I do. And if you have anything that you need to say or that you want fixed, of course you can communicate that, but she was a little over the top. And she also used to switch her designs in the middle of her appointment. One of her appointments for her nails, she picked out the base color that she wanted, and then at the end, after I finished application, asked me if we could do a different color polish over top to make the base a different color. Or she would have me do designs and then remove it because she didn't want that design anymore and then switch her design. Mind you, when you have appointments, they're typically back to back, at least mine are, or like you have a certain amount of time for your appointment. So babes, come knowing what you want, you know what I'm saying? She would always break nails. She would get them super freaking long. Mind you, she's a lash tech, she's a mom of two, she's a grown woman, 30s, house, probably cleans and cooks and does all this stuff. And her nails used to break and everything with all her other techs too. So it wasn't like I was necessarily the problem, but if you can't handle long nails, why are you getting them? So now every appointment I'm having to fix nails, it would just take up so much of my time and it would be so stressful because I never knew what issue she was going to have coming into her appointment that day. Does that make sense? She was also one of those that would need like a squeeze in for a certain day or time. She was very busy because like I said, she was a pop-in lash tech. So it was hard to get our schedules to align. And honestly, her appointments were so draining to me that eventually I canceled a couple and then just stopped responding to her. I couldn't do it anymore, y'all.
All I can see from this is a nail tech that doesn't want to be stressed. You know, some clients, sorry to say, but some clients are really problematic. I've never been a nail tech. It's just, I'm just putting myself in her shoes. So I kind of understand what she's talking about. It's a bit hard to trust the process, but if you have faith in this person, if this person has been doing your nails time and time, I think it's okay for you to trust the process and see how it comes off.
I cannot believe I did it, but I did it. I got denied from the nail salon. I go in all ready to get my nails done. The way I walk in and I see about 3 of them and I was like, they're probably talking about me. The first guy tells me, we're closed. Look around and there's multiple people in here. You guys are not closed. Next guy comes, close early. It's 3 o'clock. How early? Next guy comes up. Yeah, all of our people are busy. We just can't help you. But he said that you guys close early. And he goes, no, they're just all in appointments. They're waiting for their appointments. Can I wait? He told me no. Then he goes, you know, you've been in here about 4 times. You're kind of difficult. Okay, just because maybe because you tell me it's a $55 fill and then I'm leaving paying $90. I stormed out of there so fast and I went to a different place. Refresh. But I just cannot, I cannot believe it.
What is going on? Yes, it's their business, they make the rules and all, but I mean, it gets to a point where you just overlook things and then do your business. Even though sometimes it can be really hard, but she did mention that when they tell her the price is 55, she'll end up paying 90 at the end. Who would take that likely? How would you tell me a price at first and then when I'm leaving your salon, you're telling me a total different price size, way higher than what initially I had in mind? Come on now.
I went to a nail salon and they told me that my nails were so damaged that I'm not allowed to get my nails done anymore. Now my nail is literally like like paper. Like I'm barely touching it. The thumb is so bad. It has like discoloration. So my salon told me that I am in nail jail until my nails are healthy again. And I need my nails done. I have to make them healthy. So today I went to Pilates and it is hair wash day. And when I tell you, I tried to wash my hair with these paper thin nails and I almost threw up. If I bump my nail on the counter, it sends like chills into my teeth somehow. Ugh. Unfortunately, everyone in my comments were right. They were telling me that I should not have kept these long. I'm gonna chop them off, do my little healing journey. Ugh. Well, that freaking, I just literally so ugly. Goodbye, long nails. First, I'm gonna do the coat of the OPI repair mode. I can literally feel the cold of the polish underneath my nails. Everyone told me I could use both of these together. Nail strengthener. And it's pink. I'm just gonna do one coat of this today. Done. Okay, they don't look that bad. Day 2 of repairing my nails so I can get my Gel X back.
On behalf of her nail salon, please, madam, allow your nails to get healthy naturally. Stay away from chemicals at this point. Her nails are paper thin. Oh my goodness.
First of all, look at the nails. They're cute. But I think my nail lady just broke up with me. So I'm at the nail salon and I sit next to an old friend of mine. So we're having conversation and I show her like my nail beds, like my natural nails after she had taken my initial no chip off. I show her my nails and I go, oh, like I do a French tip, but I don't like how wide the white part is, but we have to do it because my natural white tip shows under it. Can you guys see that? So it doesn't show. I know that I have to do that because my natural white tip will show if I go with a bubble bath base. So then I look at my girl Tina and I'm like, Tina, should we do Funny Bunny instead this time? Like Funny Bunny won't show my white tip as much and then you can do a white tip over Funny Bunny. And she didn't say anything. I was like, okay, Tina clearly doesn't like Funny Bunny. So whatever, I leave it at that. And then it's time to paint the base and Tina pulls out bubble bath. She disregarded what I said. I'm not going to repeat myself because I'm not that kind of girl. Like, the amount of courage it took for me to even make that suggestion in the first place was insane. So I'm not going to say anything again. So she starts painting the base bubble bath, which is fine. But then she goes, I'll make the tip thinner. I'll make the tip thinner. And in my head, I'm going, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? My natural white tip is going to show under. But anyway, she starts to paint the white tip. And you can clearly see mine. You can clearly see the natural tip under, but whatever, it's fine. I looked at it and I was like, okay, it's not that bad. Like, it still looks cute, so just do it. And I'm happy with my nails, it's fine. But then she was like, yeah, I don't like white on white. Like, I don't like Funny Bunny on white tip. And I'm like, they're not your nails, though. Like, I like that look. I like it. I didn't say that because I have anxiety. I have social anxiety, but I didn't say it. My friend left and she's like, oh, that your friend? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, she do it, Emily. Emily, Emma, I don't know what she said. I said, what? She said, yeah, she do it with Emma real good. I said, oh. She said, yeah, next time you try with Emma. Next time you try with Emma. I was so confused, but I read the room. She's pretty much telling me, book with Emma next time because I ain't doing your nails anymore. And the whole time I thought to myself, am I a burden? Am I annoying? Did I annoy her? Am I picky? I'm not picky. I just want to know why she broke up with me. I don't even know if I responded to her. I think I just sat there in shock. I've never been passed up like that before. Net time with Emma.
I appreciate the last clip she posted because honestly, I was finding it hard to see where her natural white tips stay from. But oh my god, that was a cold breakup. Like, next time, try with Emma. That's basically saying next time you want to get your nails done, book with Emma and not me. A lot of people get scared to say their minds because of things like this.
A 9-year-old boy getting acrylics will never be okay in my chair. Sad to say that I just had to turn away a client because she wanted to get her 9-year-old son's nails done. And I know and I understand that in today's times, people are who they are, but a 9-year-old boy getting acrylics will never be okay in my chair. I'm so sorry. I had to have words. We went back and forth, but at the end of the day, respect is respect, and we respected each other, and she respected my space. But I'm coming on here to tell you guys this. I will no longer be doing kids' nails under the age of 16 unless you are accompanied by an adult, and I will no longer be doing, not press-ons, I'm sorry. I will be no longer doing acrylics for anyone underneath that age as well. 9 years old, a boy, Frenchies. Absolutely not. Never will happen in my case. We have to think about, guys, people are offing themselves because of being bullied at school. If I put acrylics, because for some reason she just wasn't understanding this, if I put acrylics on your 9-year-old son's nails and he goes to school and he can't just rip those things off, it'll be a mess. If he goes and get bullied, he might come and despise me in the next couple years, and he will never forget me. He will never forgive me because it happened at such a young age and he doesn't know anything about forgiveness. Like, it gets to a point, man. And I'm not in this chair as much as I used to be, thank God. But I do know the clients that I will and will not take. And that's something I just will not accept. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I understand that she was just trying to be a good parent and support her child. I do know that mothers, parents know how their child is going to end up, without saying too many words, before they come out and say it. This little boy isn't going around wearing wigs. He's not going around skirts and skirts. No, he still looks like a presentable little boy. He has a little sass to him, but I think any little boy or any kid that grows up in a household with just his mother or aunts would end up to be. That doesn't make him quote unquote anything. So yeah, that threw me off. That just threw me off.
Well, clearly somebody had to be the parents there. Come on, what's going on? 9-year-old son, not even a daughter. Like, how did that idea sit well with the mother? I give it to this new tech for knowing exactly what was happening, because she's right. She said it exactly how it was going to happen.
I just had to fire one of my most loyal and sweetest clients that I've ever had in my entire life because she was incredibly rude to one of my nail tech friends. I never expected this, especially from a client that I've been seeing for 3 years. She had an appointment with me that I had to cancel very last minute, and she had a trip planned for the next day. So since she needed a last minute appointment, I reached out to one of my nail tech friends and asked her if she had any openings that she could fit my client into. And she said yes, she could get her in the same day, which shout out to you, girl. A couple days after her appointment, this nail tech reaches out to me and goes, "What the heck is wrong with this girl, and why did you send her to me?" She goes on to explain to me that she's incredibly picky, nitpicked every single little detail on her nails, and then at the end of the appointment asked for a refund. Asked to see a picture of the nails because I've seen this girl's work and I know that she's a good nail technician. The nails were beautiful, maybe even better than my own work. I don't put up with that crap. You cannot be mean to a nail tech friend of mine, she's a friend of mine, and expect to have an appointment with me again. It makes me question if I should ever refer anyone to anyone else ever again.
If the nail tech is saying the nails are fine, changes everything. And then her refusing to pay, I don't know about that, guys. I believe if somebody has done his or her work, he or she deserves to be paid. Like, what is going on? Why are people making things difficult for themselves? And her firing the amazing client. What if this client switches up on her in future? Like she said, it's making her rethink, referring people to her other colleagues, It's just really messy.
Why don't nail techs cut your cuticles? I always have to fight with nail techs to cut my cuticles, and they never do. They're always like, no, we're not going to do that. So anytime I have a nail appointment, I have to cut my cuticles in the car because they're not going to do it. I mean, they can't put them back on, so I'm going to do them before I go to the appointment because for some reason they're against it. I don't know why that is. They're always like, no, we're not going to do that. Like, why not? It looks better. Cut my cuticles. For now, I'm just going to cut my own cuticles because they won't do it.
Sorry, but where are you getting your nails done? I don't think that's common. Lots of nail techs prep your nails, and prepping your nails involves clearing the cuticles, not too much, but to some extent. They might use the drill, they might use the scissors, they might use something. Anyway, let me know, is this a common thing? Because I've actually never heard of this. It's like the first time.
My nail tech of 3 years just dropped me this week, so let's get ready with me for a music video shoot while I'll tell you the full story. Just so you understand, me and my nail tech, we were this close. She literally knew every single thing about me. This week I needed to get my nails done, and I texted her as usual, like, hey, how are you? Do you have any availability this week? She's like, yes, I have availability this Tuesday, so we set an appointment. On the day of the appointment, I was running late, so I texted her like, hey, I'm running 5 minutes late. And she goes, I totally forgot to tell you, but I double booked today. Basically, we're gonna have to cancel. I was like, okay, when do you have your next availability? She goes, March 14th. I text her, oh my God, girl, I'm traveling soon. I need to get my nails done. Do you have anything sooner? No response. I could sense that something was off, so I decided to go to the salon's website to check her booking. She literally had an availability that same day. Take a screenshot. I sent it to her. Maybe I can come by later. I literally got the most heartbreaking response. She goes, honestly, Soph, I just don't think I want to take you as a client anymore. Sorry about that. Wishing you all the best. But like, what did I do? My response was very simple. I respect and understand her decision. Also wishing her all of the best. Later that day, she also unfollowed me from her personal page and her nail page. Why I'm so confused is literally a couple days before I texted her, she responded to my story. Oh my God, looks so fun. What happened in those 2 days? Of course I was upset. It's all good now. I already found a new girl. This is the end of the story. And if any of you have been in similar situations, please let me know.
This is so confusing. What? Like, the switch up is crazy. No prior confrontation, nothing, just out of the blues. I'm sorry, I can't be your nail tech anymore. You know why I'm laughing? Because it's kind of like a breakup that comes from nowhere. Just like that, no reason. You just cut the person off just like that and keep it moving.
Hi guys. Y'all know I don't ever come on here with drama. Ever, ever, ever. But I got a bone to pick. Honestly, yeah, with my nail lady. Because I've been going there for 2.5 years, little less than 2.5 years, something like that, religiously, okay? And I took a break for like the last 2 months. You guys know I've been using the press-ons, but lately my anxiety's been really bad. So I was like, I'm just gonna get them done until my anxiety's back down. And I just wanted to have, like, you know, my nails done, right? Well, I made an appointment. And like I said, I've spent like $250 easily a month at this nail salon, and make an appointment and something happened. I've never ever, not one time, mind you, never once have I missed an appointment, okay? But shit happens. I missed the appointment that I made 2 weeks ago now, okay? So that was that. When I went in there was a lot of people in there. And this was after, there was a lot of people in there, and she looked at me and she's like, no, we're not making an appointment for you no more. Not being like necessarily rude. It was just like, she kind of like threw her policy in front of me, and I was like, and I didn't want to cause a scene or say anything like not mean, just like confront her in that moment, just because I am a religious customer, and like a one-time mistake, you're not even gonna like let me make it right, nothing. Well, I was gonna talk to her the next time I talked to her. So today I just called to see if I could come in to get my nails done, to talk to her on a more personal level, and it goes straight to voicemail at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a business. So I called it on star 67 and she answers. My phone number is blocked. After over 2 years building a relationship with my nail lady, she blocks me over one time missing an appointment. I promise you, I'm not making this up. Nothing else has happened. There's no more to the story. Everything I love, nothing. I would have easily, any other appointment I've missed an appointment for my lashes before. When I've had my lashes done, I still had to pay half of the appointment, which is respectfully, I understand that, and I would have done that even for my nails. Completely understandable, but she didn't even give me an option, just blocked my number. And then told me, no, we'll still, like, if you walk in, like, this is like, basically, blocking your number. But if you want to walk in, we'll still take your money. Actually, so I walked in today, my blood was boiling when I knew that she had blocked my number. I said, there's just no way that I've literally done nothing wrong besides one time make a mistake and my number's blocked. I go up in there. At this point, I'm hoping she has like a room full of people, because I don't even care at this point. And there's one person in a pedicure seat, and I'm like, okay, great. And go in. She's laughing in my face and pointing at the policy. I'm sorry, like laughing as if I'm some random ass customer. I know I'm her customer, but we've built a relationship. For you to laugh in my face, and I said, I'm not trying to sound entitled. I would have made it right. I even told her that I would have paid for half my appointment. I said, that is extremely unprofessional. I am not okay with it. And it's completely disrespectful to treat someone like that when they've done nothing but been great and all the things. And I always tip 20%. I'm like all the X, Y, and Z's, y'all. I'm an ideal customer. I'm great. And then she treats me like this. I never do this to businesses. I never talk shit. I never whatever. But when I'm going to give credit where credit's due. And when you have me up, you have me up. So, just so you know, if you live in the Brandon area, I would not recommend this situation. I mean, at least don't miss an appointment with them, or else they're going to treat you like you're a piece of shit, like you mean nothing to them. So, yeah.
You know what? This can actually be really annoying and sad, if I may, because, like she said, she's been building relationship for 2.5 years. Just so this lady will always know how to do her nails whenever she comes, because going to different people is really stressful, okay? If you ask me, I would say the nail lady got too comfortable and got tired of doing this lady's nails. It happens. Now, that's not from nowhere. It could be different things that added to that.
I fired a client earlier this year. Let's talk about it. I feel like you have to do some like terrible offense to actually be fired by me. But also, if you're not nice to me, you're gone. This client was very particular and wanted two different things that cannot happen at the same time. As in, she wanted her natural nails. She was like, I'm starting my natural nail journey. But then complained when we couldn't do super, super sharp square nails because she wanted super, super sharp square nails. But guess what? We don't grow super sharp square nails, right? And no matter what, every single time she came in, she would literally complain, not complain, but like kind of in a condescending way, say like, oh my God, like it's just so hard to look at inspo pictures because all of these girls have like super square batty nails and I don't have that. But she would say it in a way that made it seem like she was blaming me for the fact that she didn't have sharp square. When time after time again, I told her, hey, we can do that. I can give you sharp square nails. I just don't understand why you're not understanding. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Time after time again, I kept telling her, hey, we can do the sharp square nails. We just have to give you extensions. Like, your natural nails, just don't do that. Like, and I already had to do so much to make her nails square. Like, her nails were not giving square. I don't know what. I was saving her life. I don't know. Natural nails just don't grow square with the square that she wanted. So after like 3 or 4 appointments of repeating the same damn thing, I literally offered her like, hey, I'll do this. Since I've been bullying you about it, I'll do this for free. Not for free, but like the upgrade, you know what I mean? Like, she'll pay the same price, but I'll do the square nails that she wants. And she was like, okay, I'll think about it. But this is the straw that broke the camel's back. I already was on the way to firing her, but then this was the breaking point. So a while back, I had been sick and I had to cancel on her. And the way that she replied to me was so damn rude. And she was like going to a wedding or whatever, an arrangement, which I understand. But she literally was so mean to me. Like, girl, you want to get sick before the wedding? You want me to do your nails sick and then get sick and get everybody sick at the wedding? What? Make it make sense. Whatever, we went on with it. She still was coming back to me, whatever, right? She went and got her nails done somewhere else. She came back and I fixed it. Then months and months later, I was sick again during her appointment. And I literally, I would rather shit in my hands and clap than send her this fucking message saying I'm fucking sick. Because from the first experience of me canceling, it was a mess, right? I already knew she was gonna be like, her reply was gonna be not good. And the first time I canceled, she was like, I would usually not be like this, but like I have a wedding tomorrow. But I knew that she was like this. So I go and I send her the message that I am sick and need to reschedule. And her response, here's me sending her the message, and then this was her response. Damn, okay. Right. And at 0 point do I need to be babied in any way. But like, I'm so sorry. What is that response? I would never say that to anybody. Okay, damn, okay. So when I fired her, she's like, oh my God, what did I do? I just don't know if she was like self-aware or what, but like, that's crazy. That's really crazy. Anyway, if you, this is your sign to literally fire that client who is just does not respect you and your work and your time and your nothing. Yes. If your client gets mad at you for canceling, that's like actually delusional, because nails are not a necessity and like things happen and we're human too.
You know how it feels like when nail techs cancel on their clients? It's painful. It's painful, especially when you've booked the appointment like weeks ago or even a month ago or even some days ago, because you've been planning to have your nails done. But yes, I understand that things happen and some things are inevitable. Look at the nail techs now. When clients cancel on them, there's a fee they will take from you. They won't just let it slide. It's tricky. But at the end of the day, I understand what this nail tech is saying. From what she has explained, the clients actually sounded problematic. But I mean, guys, these stories are wow.
To get my nails done, and it was the most horrific nail day I think I've literally ever had. I need to tell you guys about it. It literally tops the time where I showed up to go to my nail salon and my nail salon burnt down. Like, it's worse than that. I needed to go get my nails done today. I'm hanging out with a friend tonight. We're going to dinner. My nails were crusty, so I didn't want my nails to be crusty, so I decided to go get my nails done. I left my house at 1:45. These nail salons were maybe 20 minutes away from me, and it's 5:50 and I just got home. Mind you, I also have to be at dinner in like 20 minutes. I literally called the nail salon beforehand too, and I was like, hey, I need to get my nails done. I just want to know if you guys have time for an appointment. And they were like, yeah, we do. We have time for an appointment. So I was like, okay, lit, amazing. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Got there, and they let me in right away. Like, I sat down in my chair right away. He starts removing my nails because I had nails on beforehand. So he starts removing my nails, and I'm like, oh, this is so amazing. And halfway through him removing my nails, he looks at me, and these other people walk in, and he's like, can you wait 45 minutes to an hour and leave? Because I have to do these other people's nails. I was like, sorry, what? He was like, yeah, these people walked in. I have to do their nails. There's no one else to do their nails. And I'm like, okay, I understand like other people having an appointment, but you took me in and I called beforehand. So why are you now telling me that there are other people that need to get their nails done? I told you exactly how long I was going to be there in, and I was there in that time. I just don't ugh. I was so baffled and confused. I literally was like, I'm gonna have to text my mom because I don't actually know what to do in this situation. Like, I texted my mom and I was like, hello? Like, he literally just told me that he needs to do someone else's nails in the middle of my appointment, and my mom was like, that's insane. Anyways, I ended up leaving. I asked him, I was like, I don't want to pay for my nail removal, so you better not make me pay, basically. And he was like, yeah, you don't have to pay. So I walked out, and then I literally was calling so many salons, finally found one. I went there, got my nails done. The girl doing my nails was so sweet and so nice, but they were $119. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's worth $119, but it's fine. Anyways, we're here now, getting ready for dinner, and we're gonna have a great night in Miami. But that certainly was a unique experience, and also an experience that I feel like would only happen to me.
Oh, that's so sad and so unfair. No, why? I mean, you told her she could come in. You said, okay, she should come in this time. She came at the exact time. Why send her away? I don't like this story. Like, I feel so bad. I feel like she wasn't treated rightly. That was so unfair. Kicking her out to service other people as if she's doing her nails for free. If you knew you were busy, why did you take her in? But yes, guys, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. And yes, beautiful people, I've come to the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.